Well, the president of the New Providence Association of Basketball Officials coming out swinging against the Grand Bahama high schools, which did not attend the 2011 Hugh Campbell basketball tournament. We get that story tonight from Julian Gibson.
Whatever the reason was, last year when some of the Grand Bahama high schools stayed away from the Hugh Campbell, basketball official Tony Williams says that he knows the real reason.
Grand Bahama's won with us over and over. So you can't complain when you were winning, now you're losing. I think the game has catch up with Grand Bahama. I think what has happened, they hasn't for years recruit good players, and so that caught up with them because the islands are keeping their players back home. Grand Bahama think they're basketball god in high school basketball, and so when they start losing, I think they start to be really sore losers, and I think we need to get away from that. I think we need to keep the integrity, class in the game.
Personally, how did you feel those Grand Bahama schools not attending last year Hugh Campbell? How did you look at it? Because Hugh Campbell was in the scene.
Well, the Grand Bahama team missing this year, I think, was one of the times that I reel back and reflect on it. I think it was the greatest thing ever happened to the tournament because now the tournament could survive without them. And so I think what happened, that has shown a lot of weight to Nassau teams because they're very, very good.
The flavor was in there, the Grand Bahama New Providence flavor.
The flavor will come.
Tony Williams also stated that the Grand Bahama High School basketball rules are different from that of the capital.
Grand Bahama play American rules. So everything is, in American rules, is high school. So everything is touches a foul. We play FIBA, which is more physical. And so when they come to Nassau with the rule change, it's a problem. And so if you know, American coaches has this tendency that they control their team. And so they can also control what happens with the referee too, because they can pick their referees. Here, FIBA, you can't do that. In Grand Bahama, you don't have that much of qualified officials. And so you can somehow intimidate, dictate to the officials. And that's probably the problem. And so when they come to Nassau, when you have a real professional officiating, they can't handle it. I think what we need to do, we need to sit down and decide if the Bahamas is going to play FIBA or is going to play high school.
Some strong statements from Tony Williams. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.